One of the great things about Hilton is, I think, the teamwork that's inspired and working inside of a hotel. If you like to travel, if you like to see places, if you like to be promoted, the opportunities are endless.
This is Hiring America. Today we're talking about the hospitality industry, which is looking to hire veterans. Hilton Hotels is making great strides to hire veterans, and we're joined by Rodney Moses, the VP of Global Recruitment at Hilton Worldwide, and Wesley Clark, the Director of Housekeeping at the Washington Hilton. He served in the U.S. Navy. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Is there something about veterans that make them a particularly good fit for the hospitality industry?
I can't think of a better fit, and Wes can give you some great examples, but we're constantly looking for folks. I mean, if you think about our customers, they're diverse in ethnicity and race from all over the world, and we're really looking for folks who are used to managing diverse teams, who have great skills, who are disciplined. I mean, the training and the things that they've been through and their current work environment in the military has really far prepared them for what they'll face with us. And so we really feel like they serve our customers well, and they've just made great employees.
Wes, you were a cook in the Navy and worked on a submarine. I imagine you were extremely well prepared for your job as Director of Housekeeping at the Hilton.
I was. It was very fortunate. There's much more space outside of the submarine, so I was able to fit into my environment a little bit better. But on board a submarine, it's very business orientated. They put the equipment in first and the people fit in around that. So my job as a cook was obviously to provide food and nourishment for everyone on board, but is also one of the opportunities to increase the quality of life.
And you use that now at the Hilton?
Every single day.
Tell me a little bit more about your experience in the military. You weren't just a cook on a submarine, you did many other things as well.
I did. I spent about a year in training, but then when I got to the submarine, my job was a cook. However, when you're on a submarine, everybody is vital. Everyone needs to be able to handle themselves in emergency situations. So besides being a cook, I was a medical responder during any battle stations that we would operate in, and I was a topside line handler.
And when you decided it was time to leave the military, what led you to Hilton Hotels?
Well, I think hospitality is really where I started. That I had worked as a cook for several years. I decided that wasn't necessarily for me, but that I really enjoyed the interacting with folks, the making their experience in their everyday events a little bit better. And for that reason, I really looked to hospitality, and I applied to a Hilton in Milwaukee, where I'm from, and that's how I got started.
Let's cut to brass tacks. You have job openings?
We do. We have a lot. And as a matter of fact, we just recently announced that we're going to hire 10,000 veterans over the next 5 years, and that's just a commitment that we really feel that we wanted to put a stake in the ground. We really want to show and demonstrate that one, it's just great. It's great talent for us, but two, we want to get the word out that we're hiring, that our industry is hiring, and really it's a great place for military veterans to come and work.
How many job openings do you have available at Hilton, and what kinds of jobs do you have?
We have anywhere, on any given day, anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 jobs that are open. They're all over the world. I mean, that's another great thing that, Wes was talking about moving around. I mean, it's not just in the Americas. You can move anywhere in the world. We have hotels in 90 countries and basically in 4,000 different locations. So there's so many opportunities to work your way up, and so many of our executives have done that.
And don't limit yourself. That's something when I got out of the military that I was wondering, well, I've spent the last 3 years cooking. What can I really do on the outside besides cooking? Well, I've worked with checking people in. I've worked in the hospitality industry. I've worked with finance, making sure that the books are correct. I worked in housekeeping. I've worked in many different areas. And I think the thing that I would say is don't limit yourself. I can guarantee you something is applicable in the hospitality industry, and it'll be a good fit for you.
So you'll train them if they don't already know.
We will train you, and we will ensure that you have upward mobility and a great path to future success.
So to our servicemen and women watching, they say, that sounds good to me. I'm interested in a job at Hilton. What do they do?
Well, we have a military career site. If you go out to hiltonworldwide.com/military careers, we have a military translator that will help translate your military occupation code into a job. So if you put in a food service supervisor, for example, you would come up with probably anywhere from 500 to 600 jobs in Hilton. So what I would encourage folks to do is really think about your experience. Make sure you're giving yourself credit for all the experiences that you have in the military, and making sure you're putting that credit and that experience on your application so that we can match up really well. But we've dedicated a career military website just to really help veterans, have access to and really help them find the right jobs for them.
And it's not just about hiring veterans. Hilton's doing other things to support the military community.
We are. We're actually just establishing a new program this year, and we really wanted to make sure it was available to all veterans. We're offering Hilton Honors Points so that they can have up to 2 nights stay for a job interview. And so it doesn't have to be a job interview with Hilton Worldwide or any of our 10 brands. It really can be for any company and any employer in the world. That offering is made to all veterans and active military spouses and their dependents as well. So it's a big, huge. We're donating millions of Hilton Honors Points to our veterans to support them in their efforts to be hired, not just with Hilton. So I think it's taken it beyond a step of what our responsibility is, but we really feel like this is really an important program and an important initiative to offer all veterans. We're doing other things enterprise-wide that give them discounts on hotel rooms, and that's something for all 10 brands that we're doing, that we're launching as well. But the important thing is we really want them to make sure that they have employment.
Sounds like a world of possibilities in the hospitality industry. Thank you both for joining us from Hilton Hotels.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a moment with an organization doing important work reaching out to veterans.